Hey, I'm Kev welcome back to Supercross 2 as Nando Alfonso is flying in the class. He is unbeatable at the moment. As you've seen, we can do some advanced stuff, but let's finish off the intermediate out by doing some leaning. It's been ages since I've done a leaning one, so we've got to do this with 11 seconds left, don't we? Oh god, that's wide. Third. That's not bad, considering how badly you messed up. Oh god. The second turn, I mean, not as bad as that attempt, but... Oh, come on. The second turn, like, it cost us more than 2 seconds. Like, that was a pretty decent first attempt. There you go, done it. Nando should do some more leaning, but he does have a pretty decent posture, so I'm not sure if he will do some more leaning, but we can try it out. So we go then. I mean, he did help on that previous one, though. He went from a jump kind of into the gates, so kind of carried momentum. So have we done this already? Oh, not quite. First time with this one, it's actually this section you got to nail. But don't cost yourself too much time in this part, because this part should come a bit more naturally. Speed-wise, as he launch it, that's too slow. So I only did it with 8.3 remaining then, instead of 9.3. Go on, Nando. And then there's the natural groove here just to carry speed through this corner. No, again. Did that with 9.1 remaining. Are you kidding? That is so damn close to doing it. Launch it, Nando. Launch it. There we go. Got there in the end. As great job by getting the first 20 stars. You completed phase 2 of the training, so cornering speed has improved. Just what the opposition need. See, Nando should have done more leaning before, as he talks about his leaning to the crowd. I'm sure everyone is now falling asleep after that enthralling speech, as he's got some more fame. Let's see if he's got some more victories. Here in Seattle has Nando. Revs it up and gets underway for the first heat here in Seattle as a little bit wide. He's going to lose the whole shot just to Parker Anthony. Got a much better run over the jumps though. He's got the legend Chad Reed as well battling up there. Vince Freese as well. Boy, someone to look out for. So round it, makes the triple. It's about not getting a bit too hard into the corners. Just use that natural camber. Or just chuck the bike at the corner in that final corner. So got Austin as well up here. So he's not making that triple, Nando. Now Parker Anthony having it down his inside. And they try to take it back on a bit high. And then, what the hell? He just gives him the corner. How 9 of Parker. He's giving Austin second as well. What a nice young lad he is. Don't know why he did that. So yeah, don't overshoot the corners, otherwise you're going to have no corner speed. Which sounds pretty damn obvious, but so easy to do it around here with a bit of a harder packed surface as well. The top layer, it feels like. So you can't drift the bike as much as we would like. It's 54.9 from Nando. That's pretty decent, especially out of this corner. As you can see, you got the triple. Looking just about make. As everyone's already 1.6 back as Austin second, Chad Reed in third. It looks like, oh no, Parker back up to second. Well, he does want to actually bow up here. Got Vince Freese in for Bryce. In fourth. Where's he come from? Not a regular name in the heats or in the main events. But good to see him up there. As Nando's navigating this Search over 54.1 as Alex Ray on the bubble. Cole Steady down in 18th. Bit of a shocker from the Honda man. There's 3.6 ahead, Nando. Now that he's learned how to lean, this is still ominous for the opposition. Look at that, he's even learning how to do the rhythm sections, leaning back now and forwards. He's learned some dangerous weapons in training. Unleashing them all in this first heat. And see, they're using a bit of the rear brake as well. We haven't been using that a lot as Nando. Seems to be coming in handy. Sets another 50 for Dean Wilson sneaking through. Same for Blake Baggett as well. Couple big names struggling. It's like Austin's dropped down to 8th, right on the bubble. Then on to this final lap then. Which has been a breeze for Nando. That's why him doing some... No, he's even showing off now. He's doing his party tricks. Doing the splits. Over some of these jumps. As Alex Ray up to 5th. He was 10th a lap ago, wasn't he? Yeah, well, man, really flying now. Going to room a bit too late in this heat to get a very impressive result, but still. Sounds like... No, it looks like he's going to make it through to the main event, which is the main thing. As always, out of these heat races, as Fernando, here's the victory. As Chad Reed got up to second in the air ahead of Parker Anstey. Impressive heat from his KTM. Same for the Honda, top Honda of Klippel. And then we've got Freese and Baggett, Alex Ray, Dean Wilson, Jason Allen, some big hitters. Also making it through in the main event, just ahead of Austin. After being in the podium places early on. As who else missed out? It's only Seeley. Big names, all Western as well in 15th. Disappointing to see from fellow Suzuki rider, despite his transgressions in the past. But let's see if Nando can make it. I don't know how many wins in a row now. Is it 4 or 5? It's ridiculous. Seeley did make it through. And we've got Dean Wilson, the arch enemy as well. Nearby is get underway for the main event. Don't go to the tough block, Nando. Because now he's got the inside line. He might be able to nick this whole shot. He does. Blocks the line. I was thinking it was Alex Ray behind. Trying to make a move on his Yamaha. And so it's Nando through in the lead. We got Bryce up there in 5th. By Marvin. And here, Alex Ray up to 2nd. Now Leo Tomic into the top 5 as that's not a good stop from Nando over the jumps. Oh, he's down! Justin Brayton as well in 5th. As riders get by Nando. Red plate down, battling with Marvin Muskin as well. Marvin not having a good run. As here goes Bryce. Oh no, the 914. What have you done, Nando? The guy who mistook his Roxon as well, I remember. The other race says, who was that? Look at Muskin just launched it from nowhere. Also got Cooper Webb in this battle as... What the hell? Alright, Marvin. He's obviously learned from his KTM stablemate there. Bar ground, so just give the position to them. What the hell? As Tomic really jumping high and taking over. 2nd place in it, like ahead of Seeley, who's really struggling. And that. So Nando already up to 3rd. Hopefully this will be a challenge like last time out. Fernando. I know this isn't promising for this comeback. 54-2. Trying to get down the inside of Eli, just not working out. He's taking his line there as well as, oh, Seeley. The blind side. Manoeuvre not quite working out. Nando giving him some elbows. On the exit as well. Eli, careful where you land. Now they're trying to go down the inside of Alex Ray. He's enjoying some clean air in the lead. Nando going high around the outside of Tomek. Looks like he's made it work against the number 3. He has the outdoor king on the motos. On Supercross, he's been close. Never had quite the luck to get the title. Things like that is going to be the way again for him. So that launch in second gear into that jump is incredible. Got Joshua Grant into 5th now. As well, hit from behind by Brayton. And there goes Grant as well. Nando down to 5th. Now he's got a couple of riders to deal with as Alex Ray's gone slow. Now Thomas all over him. For the lead. Top 5 really closing up now. Look at this battle between Grant and Brayton in front. Nando's screwed up and now here comes Muskin. Nando got to give way down to 6th now. Not having it all his own way in this main event. But that's a massive jump there. Another massive jump there as well as Brayton falls back. Nando back up to 4th. As Ray's lost the lead to Tomek. There comes Nando down the inside of Brayton. Takes over. 4th again. Massive jump as well to get ahead of Grant maybe. Not quite. Let's go over the next room section. Bit high from Nando there, but oh, Grant and Ray struggling. Up into 2nd. Just one man to beat now. There's that good old Kawasaki, number 3. They've had their runs in the past this season so far. They've had their run-ins this race as well. Oh, and here comes Grant trying to go back down the inside. And having none of that. In fact, it's allowed Muskin by into 3rd. Or Musquin. It's a really... I don't know how to pronounce them by now, shouldn't I, the names, but... We've got Grant in 5th, down to 5th. For Yamaha. 3.6 second lead for Tomac. There you go, got in a good position into that jump. Very low from Nando, really launched off it. As we're into the second half of the race. He's in an unusual position in the second half of this season. But he's like this the last time out. Chasing down Brock. In the end, it all worked out. Just about. Despite, again, mistakes in that race as well. We'll see if the same applies here. No, Tomac looks very good at the moment. But so did Brock. As Cooper Webb now intervenes into the top 5. It's all massive, massive jump. That's what we like to see. It's all almost into the tough blocks either side. And now into the top on the final corner, you kidding? It's like the bike decided to finally grip on its brakes. What the hell? And oh, down in front goes Muskin. Finally gets 2nd and Marvus Marvin down. Not so marvellous on that occasion. God, this is almost going exactly like last time out. Nando falls twice. struggling to hold on to second. Leader looks incredibly comfortable. You're getting deja vu here. We've got Joshua Grant, Cooper Webb in tow behind. Now they're not as comfortable around here though, I don't think. This surface especially. Now a bit of a wider line in this final corner. As he drops to 55. Cole Seeley in the top 10. Benny as well up there in the top 10. Good to see on the KTM. As well, marvellous. Marvin with the block pass. Oh, Nando will not be taking that from the KTM. Who once again goes incredibly wide and just gifts him the position back. So much for having to exact revenge there for Nando. In fact, he's gone down to 5th behind Alex Ray's recovering and Joshua Grant. Where's Cooper Webb gone then? Let's go over the jump. Tomek with a 7.2 second lead. Man, he is flying. Nando over mid 54. Still got Bryce up there in the top 10 despite the attempt by Nando to obliterate him at the start. Oh no, Nando! Nando, get out of there! No, Nando! The Toyota signs, they took him down to 6th for the red plate. Whoa, that's a massive jump though. Oh my god, what's with that landing though? Should have got by into 5th ahead of Cooper Webb. Fernando, it's all going wrong this race. Told you the key. Don't be overconfident in the corners. Well, what's that? Muskin and Webb. Oh, struggling Nando down again. Get going. Down to 7. This really gets into Cole C. Oh, he's angry. He is angry with himself. They're getting into CD. Oh, and he's done it to him as well. Where did the Bryce? Oh, Nando. What's he doing here? Gonna have lots of people outside. Whoa. Side his trailer. As he gets ahead of Justin Brayton, who I think it's just gone down. Got Blake Baggett in 8th as well. As you see his KTM stablemate Muskin in front, struggling a bit over the jumps. Confident enough that Nando can't make the move, not close enough to get back into the top 5. Cooper Webb sunning out of nowhere, having a decent run in 4th. Nando back into the 54s immediately. Well, so it's Tomek ahead of Grant and Ray. God, it's difficult choosing some of these lines here. That's what you're doing, Brayton, says Nando. No, not having any of that. You gave me this position. You're not taking it back now. Has he got 2 to go? Can Nando salvage a top 5 here? Not by running high like that. No, Muskin not with a good landing, almost into the back of the KTM. He's nooking. Oh, he gives him a nudge to the Frenchman. As they're side by side. Oh, the Frenchman messes up. And they're back into 5th then. With a wide line in case Muskin wanted to make a manoeuvre. Tries it into the next corner. That's never going to work out though against Nando. He's now trying to chase down Cooper Webb for 4th. But he's ahead of his main title rival, I think he's the KTM, isn't he? So Fernando's actually still gaining despite a mess of a performance as Tomek wins in Seattle. Grant in second. Ray in for a deserved podium after a fantastic start. Webb in fourth. Nando rounds out the top 5. So it's the Kawasaki 1-2. Then Yamaha, KTM and Suzuki with top Honda. Justin Brayton in 6th. Just ahead the KTMs of Marvelous Marvin and Baguette. Then Anderson and Silly rounds out the top 10. Then another Suzuki. Malcolm Stewart just outside. Barsha, Brock. Not this close on this occasion. Benny dropped down to 14th in the end as well. Weston made it through in 16th. Bryce as well dropped down to 17th out of nowhere. Demos 8th. Chad Reed. Park Anti not quite repeating his heroics from the heat. Austin also made it through as well. Cole Cunham in 20th.
He was fast, but too many mistakes cost him a shot at the podium. He needs to be more focused and make less mistakes if he wants to win at this level.
As Nando, he didn't extend his lead because Grant's in second, of course. So he actually extended his lead to Muskin to 22 points, but Grant has closed the gap to 15 points with just 4 races remaining. And then we've got Anderson, 27 points back. Tomek now back in the reckoning with his first victory of the season, 31 points behind. And for Brock, 42 points back. He's on the edge. He needs a good result in the next race if he wants to be considered part of this championship battle. Same for Baguette. I think Brayton and Reed and Barsh, I think, say goodbye to their championship hopes. Second, further down, we've got Webb up to 13th, head of Vince. Malcolm Stewart up a couple of places. Alex Ray up 3 places with his podium into the top 20. Bryce up a couple of places into the top 30 as well. So for a bit disappointing from Nando, he didn't have a clean race there. Maybe because he couldn't show off his leaning, you know, with that surface. So some more training to get back to the drawing board, and then some more training again. He's just training hard for this last run in. As next up it is Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it is, I think, actually the first track he rode round, wasn't it? As well in the East Championship, if I remember correctly. So for me, a breeding ground all of these tracks are for Nando, but let's see if we can return to the top step of the podium, if we can cut out the mistakes and extend that championship lead once again. Sam Fortune, we'll find out if he does next time.